All right, hey, how you doing again? This is Pops Blue Note here at my place in Bendorf or
Yeah, my place in Bendorf.
Bendorf. I'm here with Jason, and he's a guitar player, and comes here every Wednesday to jam and have a good time. And Jason, when did you start playing guitar?
I started playing guitar when I was 16. So that would have been, let's see, about 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
I'm 37, so 21 years ago.
Cool. Man, you look, when you're up there, you look like you're having fun and enjoying life. And who gave you a big influence once you started?
Well, actually, one of my biggest influences is, one of my close friends, Ben. His dad played guitar for a long time, and I remember Ben was really interested in playing guitar, and because we were so close, I also wanted to play guitar too. So it all kind of started just in a trailer somewhere in the country over in Illinois, rural Illinois, over in Nauvoo, Illinois, and we were just doing kind of the basics, some basic blues, and he said, "This is just how you do this," and we kind of just shut the door and kind of jammed out and just figured out music together. And that's kind of my biggest influence, is just really from those instances where I knew nothing and it was just everything that I could learn,
Right. And it was free, right? You
Right.
have to pay for it.
But back then, it's kind of weird for me to be saying that, but we had to like print out tabs, and stuff like that. I guess people probably still do that, but I see a lot of musicians will go up, they'll just have a tablet, and they go up and play, which hey, whatever works. But I'm just saying, we didn't have like tablets back then or whatever, let alone probably a laptop that you could lug around. But anyway,
so you're saying you play by ear or for right
now? I played by tabs, and then sometimes I'm kind of like in the later years, I'd say, in the past couple of years, 2 or 3 years, I've started to branch out and really try some new things. So like I'll try doing some classical, I'll get tablature. I don't know how to read music, but I can play with the tablature, and I can copy like somebody else who's a professional. They'll record it on YouTube. I'll just go watch and see what they play, and I'll try to replicate it based on the tabs the best I can. And I found that just in those 2 or 3 years is kind of when I was able to do more of an improvising thing, but it's still pretty limited. These guys over here are way better at that than I am, but they've got a few of them a lot more years than I do.
Well, what he's talking about is tabs. Is for those who don't know what tabs is in music, it's a notes that have numbers down on the bottom to tell you what finger and fret to use. That's tabs, basically. Do you remember what guitar you played when you started out with?
Yeah, I started out with a red Squire Telecaster. My dad bought it for me. I think it was for a Christmas present. It came, I'm pretty sure, with just a little small amp. And I think that, it was a slow start. It took me a while to kind of get the motivation, because I didn't have any lessons or anything like that. I have had lessons over time just to figure out a thing here or there, like to get a jump start on my finger picking. I took a few classes, but for the most part, I've just been self-taught. And I notice, when I am mixing with professional musicians, it can be tough to kind of like speak the language, because I'm just kind of self-taught and I just don't know. I'm ignorant of it.
Well, it just takes practice, and like I say, you play with different people and you learn from them, because I'm sure you're paying attention. What kind of guitar do you play now?
So, a while back, I picked up a Epiphone Emily Wolf Signature, and it is essentially in the ES335 style, like the Gibson 335. But it has, on this one, instead of the clef in the cutout, it has a Diamond, kind of like the Dave Grohl Gibson body. And I remember looking at an interview where Emily actually said she specifically wanted to bring that to Epiphone. And it's a blacked out guitar, it has gold hardware, and it just was really attractive. It is that look that I'm going for, you know. And for one thing, I think it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it, and it's pretty clean when you're playing it.
Yeah, man.
You don't hear no vibration or anything like some of the cheaper guitars. Okay, well, hey, I appreciate you giving me your time and letting me interview you.
Yeah, no problem, man. I
Thank
appreciate
you very
you.
much. And this is possible, say peace out.